Deploying smart meters with advanced technologies. Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to start our keynote presentation. Let's get ready to hear what we have to say. Our keynote presentation is on evolution of smart meter towards net zero, and it will be presented by none other than Mr. Nitin Purohit. He is the Senior Manager, Product Manager, Electrify Energy Private Limited. Nitin is associated with Electrify Energy Private Limited in Ahmedabad, Gujarat. His more than 17 years of experience spans across power sector in various emerging markets. He works extensively with research and development team for smart meter manufacturing. Nitin has done his electrical engineering and producing executive general management program from IIM Lucknow. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and help me welcoming Mr. Nitin Purohit on the stage.
Good afternoon, everyone. And thank you so much, organizers and partners, for giving me such opportunity to present among the industrial experts. Before starting, let me give you a brief about my company. We are Electrify Energy Private Limited, based in Ahmedabad, Gujarat. And we are manufacturing this smart energy meters in Ahmedabad, Gujarat, and our plant location is in Gangar, which is 60 kilometers away from Ahmedabad. So we have a production capacity of 2 to 2.5 million meters per annum. I'm in front of you to discuss one of the most discussed topic from last few years, many years I think so, that is net zero. But how we can relate it to the consumption of electricity, how we can relate to the power industry, to mitigate all those effects which are imposing on the net zero mission of 2070 of global market, right? So this is the outline of my presentation, where I am covering global carbon footprints, global carbon emissions contributors, Indian power sectors, initiatives of Government of India, RDSS overview, as well as smart metering status and smart metering solutions towards net zero, then implementation and other key challenges, as well as with the conclusion. Yeah, these are the carbon footprints. We can see that carbon footprints emission have skyrocketed to the unparalleled level of new levels since 2022, marking a staggering milestone of 37.15 billion metric ton. Projections are also indicating that emissions surged by 1.1%, culminating in an extraordinary peak of 37.55 billion metric ton of CO2, marking a new record in global emission levels. In this particular graph, you can see here that developed nations like Japan, US, and Germany, Canada, they are having a per capita CO2 emission which is on the higher side. They are on the top actually. On the other side, when we discuss about India and China, we are emitting more carbon emissions, right? Because of our expanding economic sectors as well as industrial revolutions. Yes, is it matters? Yes, definitely it is matters. It matters. We all are aware that the carbon dioxide is most important greenhouse gas which absorbs and radiates heat. By adding more carbon dioxide to the atmosphere, people supercharging the natural greenhouse effect, causing the global temperature rise in globalization, right? Adverse effect, we can see that weather changes in weather patterns, excessive heat, air quality, flooding, more health risk, loss of species, as well as affecting crops. Yeah. So who are the contributors and how electricity is contributing to the carbon emission, right? The world's demand of electricity grew by 2.2% in 2023, and how China is contributing into that. Global electricity market is expected to rise faster rate over next 3 years, growing by an average of 3.4% throughout 2026. In 2023, China electricity demand rose by 6.4%, driven by the services and industrial sectors. Even so, the total increase in China electricity demand by 2026 of about 14 terawatt hour. That is the half of the electricity consumption of the European Union. So this is the outline of Indian power sector where still we are relying on the coal and fossil fuel power generation in India, and we can also see we are with the target of 500 gigawatt installed capacity of renewable energy sources. We are expanding rapidly with the rate of 5.71% of the capacity having been added in last several years. India saw the highest Y&Y growth in renewable sectors, energy additions of 9.83% in 2022, and definitely it is 30 times in the last 9 years, stands at 85.47 gigawatt as of June 2024. In this particular graph, I am trying to link how electricity energy consumption is contributing towards the net zero, carbon emission, sorry. So here we can see the data is taken from World Nuclear Association, which represents that 820 gram of coal is equal to 1 unit of energy, that is kWh actually. And we can also see the other power generation technologies are also contributing towards the carbon emission in their particular life cycle through construction, transportation, as well as through mining. So these are the major initiatives which Indian government has taken right from the top, from APDRP in 2001 to 2021, that is RDSS scheme. And all these initiatives and policies are round and round of reduction of AT&C losses, as well as zeroing the ACS and ARR gap. So with that mission, RDSS scheme is initiated by Indian government to reduce the AT&C losses from 12 to 15%. So I'll not spare much time on this RDSS scheme actually. All these things we are discussing right from tomorrow morning. And I'll just emphasize that earlier the smart meters or energy meters were only the meters, but now we are talking about the smart meters solutions where HES, MDM, and lot of things are coming into the picture, which we have discussed in today morning also, along with the business integrations, lot of data and integration towards the solution as well. And it is more challenging when all the solution components are driven by the different industries or different companies. So to the goal, it is quite challenging, and this is the smart metering status of India as of now, where we can see that how much consumer meters are installed. Sorry. Yeah. We can see 12.3 million meters approximately are installed consumer meters against the target of 220 million, and we are also thinking that 250 million of installation, total installation of our demand. It is quite challenging for our sector because installation needs many things, and I'm also taking few of the challenges in my upcoming slides. So I think how to we achieve net zero from smart meters, that is the key components are energy efficiency, demand response, renewable integrations, grid optimizations, and improving the policy and regulations through backup data of smart meters. So these are the key challenges where we can see that infrastructure. Right now we are struggling with the basic infrastructure in many of the places, and we are not having internet connectivity, reliable internet connectivity, and now we are discussing for the smart meters. It is quite challenging to have a smart metering technologies to the across the globe, across the India, where we are thinking to have rural areas, urban areas as well, right? Then second is technological evolution, right? In the evolving world, technology is rapidly moving to its new era, and communication in smart meter is the backbone of this particular solution. So therefore, sustainable and redundant communication technology for the smart meter is still a point of discussion. The whole smart metering solution needs a transformation of business actually. Utilities were, all the processes in utilities as well as meter manufacturers as well as the system integrators, all the processes were already available, but the transformation of old processes to the digitalization, I can say digitalization, it needs lot of enthusiasm and lot of dedication towards the work. Then meter installation pace, I think we have already covered in earlier slide. And then consumer acceptance. One of the most important factor which is playing a crucial role in smart metering implementation, that is consumer acceptance. Consumer is not accepting the smart meters because of the various things actually. And how we can mitigate that, I think Mr. Rajesh Bansal has said in the morning few of the things which we can recover from the smart applications as well. But many things we have to do to convince the customer that how we are doing and how it is important for the India as well as for the global market, because of the, we are, without the smart meter we cannot achieve the net zero target. Few other challenges are like cyber threats. Few days back we were discussing in our organization while the things on development side of our product as well. Then we get to know that smart metering, when we are talking about the communication, how consumers and actors who are working towards the tampering are also evolving actually. They are now not altering the connecting wires to change the energy consumption or to change the lower the energy consumption. But now all the actors are moving towards the disruptive, the communication, how they can disrupt the communication as well as how data can be forged actually. So we have to think on that side also, that tampering is also evolving factor in that. Then product reliability, definitely the whole project is of 10 years, and just to think that to the new smart metering solution, it is not possible to develop a product for a 5 years to 10 years span in just point of time actually. It needs lot of research and development, it needs lot of reliability data as well as field installation data as well. So we are working towards that to develop a product reliable for the entire 10 years of life. Other key aspects I was thinking that it will come into the discussion, but from yesterday I was thinking actually, the main point in other aspects are consumer mapping and asset mapping and consumer indexing actually. It is the most important thing in a smart metering solution. Then e-waste. We can see we are thinking to install 250 million meters, right? So it is not easy that we can do right away. What we will do of the old meters, non-smart meters, which we are removing from the circuit, we have to also think about it. So REC is also asking for the new biddings to come up with the new business ideas or business things for using e-waste of the non-smart meters, how we can use that meters and its components like meters and all those things, right? And one most important thing, that is power quality. From yesterday, we are discussing on the data centers and in IT infrastructure, right, and applications. All of these things required a lot of IT infrastructure into the distribution segment. And definitely, if we'll use all these data centers and IT infrastructure, it will create a lot of non-linear loads into the system actually. So it will create concern on the quality of power, reliability of power. So it is also a major concern where policymakers has to think on that how we can design power quality measures up to the consumer levels as well. So to conclude my presentation, I was just thinking about it, how I can give a new perspective to this whole scenario of net metering, net zero actually, because it is the most discussed topic from last many years. So how I can give a new perspective. So it is not a new in our industry, but to add a perspective, I have given a name of Swachh Bijli Mission, right? So it is like, just I was thinking about it, that how I can correlate few of the initiatives which Indian government has taken earlier. So I was thinking about the Swachh Bharat mission, where all of the things, operational issues, technological issues, all were there actually. But how we have succeeded on that? Because of the main point, that is nationalism, what I can understand. So if we'll drive this complete mission with the nationalism and with the net zero, definitely I can assure you that consumer will accept the smart metering regime as well. This is my particular point. And I believe smart metering rollout would be a significant advancement for the environment and definitely for our industry. Thank you so much. And I am happy to answer your questions, if any. Sir.
Check.
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
So we didn't slip off. Yes, definitely heard you. So how are you actually tying it up, the carbon net zero, to the SDG 7?
Which service, sir? So your
For
voice
the
is
SDG.
SDG.
For the sustainability development goal, what the UN has given, by 2030 we need to measure, monitor, and then we have to offset it. So anything you are tying up with the SDG requirements of affordability, reliability, or modern energy systems?
No, actually, I have not worked on that, but definitely it is a good topic to have.
Yeah.
With the net zero mission, definitely we can cover in that also.
Sure, sir.
I have to study about that as well. Thank you so much.
Definitely.